All right. I have to kind of wake up, you know what I mean? Put your psychic face on. Okay, here we go. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm Whitney Møøn. Everybody is welcome to this channel, and I hope that you get the answers that you need, that you are looking for. Okay. Sorry, I'm already getting like so many messages. Haven't started yet. Okay, here we go. God damn. I have done 27 cards. 27 is my number. It's my birth number. So it's very significant. And I was working on these cards again today, and I counted them again, and they just happened to be at 27. The thing is, I took 2 cards away that I didn't like. Actually, I pretty much just redid them. So it still ended up being 27. So every time I stop doing these cards, it's like on a magical number. So I don't know if this is going to be done, if I'm going to still do more, but who cares? That's not the point. I'm going to use them. I'm very excited to do this reading. I'm not going to be live, I don't think, for long because it's pretty freaking hot. Up all night. This has been just coming out. And I mean, for all these new ones that I made, for the same one to be coming out all the time, I don't call that a coincidence. That one's flipped up. Okay, we have the right in the middle. So it's kind of like a timing card for me. I did that as like a film, you know, right in the middle. Right in the middle, there's a beginning, an end, and a right in the middle. And to be up all night, right in the middle, I don't know if somebody's up in the middle of the night, but it's maybe not for long. Maybe you get up in the middle of the night. You're awake in the middle of the night. Right in the middle. All right, I'm going to pull one more because I want to know. Wrong information. They got the wrong information about you? Up all night. Up all night getting information about you? Talking shit about you? Wrong information. There's been wrong information. Someone's lied. I don't know. Someone's lied to them, maybe? I just realized I have no jewelry on. It's a naked day, apparently. Jeez Louise, I didn't even freaking notice. I don't even know if I want these on. Right in the middle. Wrong information. Let's see. strength. It could be a Leo. They might be up all night because they're high. As I pull the medical marijuana card. Maybe this person has a medical license. You know, so like they're just like up at random parts of the night, maybe, possibly. I do feel like with the strength card, it's a very high dose chocolate bar. I feel like it's possible that now I'm getting, what's that movie? Fucking Ben Affleck walking around in the middle of the night. Is that The Town? I think so. And yeah, he's walking around and he can't sleep. He's up in the middle of the night because he's an addict, right? Like he's alcoholic, but he's sober. He's sober in the movie anyways, right? It's so that sober part of his time. So he has a hard time sleeping, right? Which, I mean, obviously you would. So maybe somebody needs to like learn how to sleep at night. Maybe they're not getting sleep at night, or maybe they're using weed to sleep at night, like edibles to sleep at night. Like honestly, edibles, holy fuck. Fucking knock you right out of the park. Especially the Canadian edibles. Holy shit. I don't know what they put in weed up here, but like even me, I made these edibles once with just like fucking cheap weed, but I put in, on the bottom of your grinder where the crystals layer, I dumped like the whole bottom of my grinder in there and made this butter. And my brother said it was like I got him addicted, okay, to these little tiny cookies that I made because the fucking butter was so strong because of the weed dust that I put in it. And he works really weird shifts. He works for the power company, so they do like 12-hour shifts, and he'll do like days one week, then afternoons the next week, and then nights the next week. What up, Danny? Okay, so he's always on a really fucked up schedule. So because of that, he takes like stupid amounts of sleeping pills to the point where it's like, okay, so then he became an alcoholic. So he's like, I go over to his house one day. This was years and years ago. And I'm like, what's up with you? Like, what's going on with you? And he's like, Whitney, he's like, I'm drinking a fucking 26er a night. I'm like, a night? Like, I remember doing that back when we were 19 and almost dying. But like, what the fuck? Like, you can't do that. You got kids. Like, what the? And he's like, trust me, I need your brownies or I need your cookies. So for a while, I gave him brownies. Why do I keep saying fucking brownies? They were these sugar cookies. I made the best sugar cookies. I made like a really nice icing for the top of them. People, you couldn't even taste weed. So good. They were so good. I got him hooked on phonics quick, okay? To the point where like he was calling me weekly. I had to make him a batch. I had to get his wife making them for him because I was like, I can't make these for you anymore, dude. Like, I need to sell, like, I need them, like, what the fuck? You need help. Like, you need help. You can't be eating this shit every single fucking night. Like, this can't be your next drug, right? You have to find a solution, right? Because all these things that you do, like drugs, and like those are supposed to be the short-term fix. They're not supposed to be the long-term goal. You know what I mean? You're supposed to find a holistic way to do things, right? I mean, doctors will want you on that shit for the rest of your life, but they will also question, I mean, here in Canada anyways, your drug abuse, right? Like, I couldn't get drugs from my doctor if I fucking tried. He gave me like ibuprofen 400s. Okay, he never gave me shit for pain. I was in so much pain, but again, I'm glad he didn't because I don't need to be on that. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe somebody's trying to find. Like, who is that? Apathy. I was watching Apathy the other day, and he has been hanging out with Be Real, and he's been eating edibles because he wants to smoke weed, and like weed used to make him really paranoid. And honestly, well, weed will make you paranoid if you're, doing shit you're not supposed to be doing. Right. So I was watching him talk about edibles and how the first time he wants to smoke weed again, he wants to smoke with Be Real because he feels like Be Real knows what he's doing. He cracks me up. So I don't know, maybe you need to smoke weed and maybe you're scared because you are an alcoholic. Okay, but you're getting the wrong information. Maybe you haven't got the right information about weed, you know, because there's also CBD. CBD does not contain any THC at all. So if you're in pain or you can't sleep, take CBD. It's like the female version of weed. Weed is a male, right? Something like that. I don't know. Anyways, one's a male, one's a female. But hemp, I think hemp is the female and weed is the male. I don't know how it fucking works. No, because I think if a male gets in, he'll change the whole colony to hemp. Okay, so males are the hemp. Weed is the, females are the weed. Okay, this is real life, by the way. I'm not lying about this. So CBD pills, okay, contain absolutely no THC. You can't, they don't test in your blood. It's not addictive. You don't get high. It's simply for pain. You can also get CBD rub as a topical for your pain, for your muscles. If you feel like you can't sleep, you can rub CBD all over your body. You'll fucking fall asleep. What's SPD mean? I don't know what that means. Okay, so again with this chocolate bar, an edible marijuana would be an easy solution to being able to sleep at night. Oh my God. Okay, you want to know how I started smoking weed? I smoked weed back when I was a kid, fucking tripped balls all night, never smoked it again. So when I was dating this I was dating this guy. I was dating this guy and I did not know that he was secretly a meth addict. Okay. I had no idea. Call me crazy. I didn't know. Okay. So this guy got seriously fucking high when he was at work with the guy he was working with. Okay. So he would get home. He was such a gentleman. He was such a nice guy. He always had money. He was always around, but then he would like disappear. He would get this guy to come pick him up. They disappear. We'd go to the movies, middle of the movie, he'd disappear. I never understood what the fuck was going on. And in his sleep, the guy would fucking throw his body around. He had to take a fucking sleeping pill every night because of how high his body really was. And he needed to sleep. He actually did go to work every day at 7 a.m. So, like, I got to give it to him. I mean, the guy worked 5 days a week at 7 a.m., woke up every day as a meth addict. I don't know how the fuck he did it, okay? So I was like, you do that? Like, I don't know what. He was doing crack. He was doing coke. He was doing meth. I don't think there was something that he fucking wouldn't do, this guy. Okay, so, of course, his mother gave him sleeping pills all the time. She knew what was wrong with him, but I didn't. I had no idea. So, anyways, he would disappear, and when he wasn't, every night he would be tossing and turning in bed. So finally, he would always smoke weed. So he'd be like, Whitney, fucking smoke weed. I was 27 years old, okay? I guess maybe that's why 27 is my number, minus the fact that it's my birth number. But at 27, I finally started smoking weed again. I could not sleep beside this guy. So I was like, okay, I got to try something to put me to sleep. One fucking hit of a joint, I was out cold, hooked on phonics instantly for sleep. Right? I didn't smoke it during the day. I didn't care to smoke it during the day. I just wanted to sleep. That's it. I just wanted to sleep beside this guy that tossed and turned all fucking night. And it worked. And then, obviously, as I got going, I realized, holy shit, this is actually helping my back. I'm not in so much pain. Okay, maybe I will smoke it during the day, right? And then I started smoking really small amounts, and again, with the edibles. I chose edibles so that I didn't have to smoke weed during the day. So I could go to work. So there were things that I could do. I just made the dose really small. Plus, I read up on CBD like a motherfucker. Okay, I looked up so much that I could to try to stay away from getting high because I had to go to work. I can't be a server and a bartender running around a restaurant high as fuck. Okay, it doesn't work that way. I wish it did. Now I can. Okay, but when I first started smoking it, no, I couldn't. There's no way I could do both. But the edibles fucking made me crash at night, and they still will. I mean, always remember with something. I mean, you build your tolerance up quick. So that's why you need an alternative. That's why if you want to go back and forth from, weed edibles to CBD, then you won't get so much usage out of one, and your body won't get so adjusted. Okay. So there's definitely something that, like, I don't know if somebody's got pain, but they've got the wrong information about possibly what they could do about that pain. So like I said, CBD, hemp is not weed. King of bongs. And then also this helps too, okay? This helps with, you know, if you just want to take hits from the bong, fucking do that too. Okay, little hit, walk away. I did fucking bong hits for years. Okay, because I was always living in apartments where you know, I wasn't supposed to smoke. So I would just bring my bong upstairs, pack a little bowl, smoke it. I mean, people do insane shit with bongs. I just put weed in there. But, you know, again, it's not like you're smoking it. You just take a little hit. Maybe you'll go right back to sleep. You know, maybe if that's what it is. Maybe that's what you have to do. Maybe it's something that you can do when you wake up in the middle of the night. Take the smallest little hit of a joint, and I bet you'll go right back to sleep. Don't think about it opening up the door to alcohol, because it's not going to. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it wants to work. You can't mix weed and alcohol. Oh my God. If you even try, fuck, you're blackout. Okay. It's too strong. And that's like, well, maybe somebody wants to know that or doesn't want to know that. But like, to me, that's where I get dizzy. That's where I get nauseous. I'll throw up, because weed doesn't want to get mixed with anything else but itself. Okay. And it's the same with CBD. Like, alcohol is not a good mix with anything. Okay. And yeah, that's true. You know, in Canada, you can grow this shit for free. And I'm pretty sure in the States, if you want to get your medical card, which all you have to do is talk to a doctor. It's super easy. You can say you don't sleep. A doctor will prescribe you marijuana instantly, okay? Because that's what they want. You suddenly get a prescription. I mean, with my prescription that I got first with the government, I was allowed to grow my own if I wanted to. And that was before weed was legal in Canada to grow. I was able to grow it myself if I wanted. Ooh, look at that, Ace of Swords. And maybe that's something that somebody needs to know. Maybe they need to know that they can, oh, it's not the Ace, it's the Two of Swords, but maybe now you know that there's maybe possibly a couple ways that you can do this. You know, like you can make a little grow up in your basement. You can make a little grow up in your basement, you know, a couple plants, keep them going, right? You can keep seedlings, you can keep a mother. Sometimes if you keep a mother plant, then you can just clone off of her, make your little plants every, you know, like fucking do what you got to do. Like, I mean, weed is such an easy solution to people's pain. But like, if you're on a rocky edge, then look at that. The 5 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. It seems like what is breaking apart somebody slowly kind of starts to come together. Like, it's not a crack pipe. It's a weed pipe. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to take you where you think it's going to go. If you have control of yourself. Okay, the devil is here, and the devil came in reverse, and I appreciate that, because then he knows that he's not controlling you. He knows that you have control of this, right? Which is why he's stepping in reverse, because he knows that there's no power. He doesn't have power over people who smoke weed. Okay, he wishes he does, because he wishes he could have fucking power over anybody. But actually, I can't say he doesn't have power over people who smoke weed, because I've seen people smoking weed as they're like possessed with something, and I'm like, yeah, okay, like you're the Holy Spirit. Fuck that. Okay, but I know that demons and shit don't like weed. They don't, because it zens the body. It makes the body feel good. Demons don't want you to feel good. Possession, again, think of Reagan, you know, Exorcist. That demon fucked her shit up, okay? These demons don't want to see you in a good position. They don't want to see you feeling good, looking good, getting a lot of sleep. Because then they can't fuck with you. They can't get in your head, right? So maybe weed is a solution to keeping demons out of your head. Just saying. Something's ready. Okay, something's ready. Queen of Bombs. Something's ready to be appreciated. You just got to get the right information on the situation. There's the Star. 6 of Bombs. And the 7 of Bombs. What do you think the odds are that the 6 and 7 of Bombs are back to back? I tell you, Spirit is a motherfucker. Okay. With the Star, it seems like somebody goes, you know, somebody realizes that there's a lot, like with weed, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of strains, a lot of options, a lot of potencies, a lot of breeds. Okay, there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot of choices. And once you realize that those choices are yours to take and are yours to help you, that's where you start to spark up, baby. That's what you need. Spirit's like, just light it up. God. But again, not pushing marijuana on anybody. I'm just saying this is the reading. Bob Marley inspired. There's the fucking Ace of Swords. Didn't I tell you it was around? Look at it, was sniffing around and it came out. Light it up, man. Honestly, in the middle of the night, if that's what you feel you have to do. Oh, look at these other cards that came out. So there's the Sun. Okay, Wake and Bake. Then we got the 2 of Bongs and the Chariot. Again, possibly moving forward. Maybe find somebody to smoke weed with. Okay, that could be something too. Find somebody to enjoy it with. Okay, like I said about apathy, he wants to smoke weed with Be Real because he feels like Be Real knows everything about weed and he's safe in his presence. I don't know what apathy thinks is going to happen when he smokes weed, but I mean, again, like when I first smoked weed when I was 14 years old, I never smoked weed before. My friend I was hanging out with found it from her dad. Her dad was a secret chronic. And so she rolled us a joint. I'm pretty sure she even put fucking oil into it because her dad really wanted to smoke oil, but he would add weed to it or whatever. So I'm pretty sure she fucking rolled us a joint. 14 years old. I don't even know how the fuck she even knew how to do that. And we were drinkers. We were little drinkers back then. So, like, we would have had a couple, like, Smirnoff Ices, before we were going up in the club, sneaking out of her fucking bedroom, literally, sneaking out of her bedroom to go make a call to a cab company down the street to come pick us up because we were 14 years old trying to go to a bar. And she busts out this weed because I was already a smoker at that time. So I smoked this joint and I went in and out of dimensions. Okay, all I can remember is being in the cab on the way to the club, up in the club, and I was like, whoosh. I was like going in and out of dimensions. Like, I was like, suddenly I wake up and I'd be like, thinking I just passed out for hours and we're still in the cab. We're not even there yet. I'm like, oh my God. Then I try to get into the bar. Yeah, right. Not happening. This chick took one look at me and was like, you're not getting in here. And I'm like, no doubt. Walked out, sat beside the club for like an hour because my friend had to go in and get her boyfriend, obviously. Okay, while she leaves her drunk, vulnerable friend outside who's high as fuck, can't walk. I couldn't even walk. Okay, it was the scariest situation of my life. I didn't smoke weed until I was 27 years old after that. And I only did it, like I said, because my crackhead boyfriend, okay? Honestly. So, like, whatever brings you whatever brings you to the road of drugs, that sounds so bad. It really does. There's the Hierophant and the Ace of Joints, or the Ace of Pipe. So there's your information, okay? Get some information, Spirit's saying. Okay, whatever it is, because you've got the wrong information. They already know that. They already know whatever it is that you think is wrong. Okay, get some new information because and be taught. Like, the Hierophant is the teacher. Like, obviously, like apathy, he needs to be taught how to smoke weed or around a good teacher. Find a good teacher of whatever it is that Spirit is trying to invoke in you, okay, to get the right information so you can start going down a better road. Okay, because the sun is there, which means whatever it is like sunshine. Okay, and it's gonna, I tell you this, like, being a stoner, because I don't sleep very well at night because I'm like astral projecting all night. So I get up a lot. I never stay up. And if I did have to stay up, I'd be fucking smoking weed right away and laying back down and fucking going right out. Okay. Because I know what it's like to get woken up in the middle of the night and then you're awake for the rest of the night. That you don't have to be awake for the rest of the night. I think that's what Spirit's saying. You don't have to be awake for the rest of the night. There is a solution. Let's move it on down the road here. Are you shutting everybody up there, Danny? Good job. Good job. People being inappropriate. Next message. Take it or leave it. Take what resonates anyways. And leave. Look, I didn't really get that far. Leave the rest behind. Ooh, we got one of the ones I made today. Was it? No, yesterday. The evolution of a butterfly. Isn't that so beautiful? And then it's a little caterpillar up there. Oh, these cards. I love my imagination. Let me tell you. Okay, so we have the evolution of a caterpillar into a beautiful monarch butterfly. Transformation, baby. It's time. Ooh, the clock card. And then there's another timing card. Remember I said the beginning, the middle, and the end? There's the end. With the clocks. Something is ready to change. I think that's what it is. Something's ready to change. Has to evolve. It can't stay the same. That's the caterpillar. It can't stay a caterpillar forever. It probably wishes sometimes it could, but like, why would you want to stay on the ground when you can go and fly? You could transform your whole life. Why would you want to stay on the ground to being such a vulnerable piece of meat? They sell these caterpillars at the pet store here, the like Walmart of the pet stores, you know, and they sell these beautiful blue caterpillars. And I watched this lady on the old social media take some of those caterpillars home, and she allowed them to cocoon, and they became the most beautiful moths like ever. I don't remember what it was exactly that they transformed into. These big, huge, beautiful things. And then when I went to the pet store next, because that's where I go and get my fish's his shrimp and his worms. And I saw them there, and it made me think of that lady. And I was like, oh my God, like those things turn into the most beautiful of beautiful things, and you're just selling them here like they're nothing, like they're just somebody's food. Like, fuck you. Oh, I was so offended, you know, to be that caterpillar. I was like, God damn you. Who the fuck do you think you are? Like, my God. Who do you think you are? Okay. Apparently we're going to use the Demon Tarot. See what's going on with this reading. 9 of Swords. 7 of Wands. Trumpets are playing. He's banging on those things. 7 of Wands. It's time to stand up for yourself and take this stand. Six of Pentacles. Something is on the horizon to come in for you, which is obviously why the evolution is here. King of Swords. Taurian energy. Sun. You know, you really got to take the bull by the horns on this one. This is going to be a fucking ride of a lifetime. This is going to be a motherfucker. You know that, right? Well, if it was easy, kid, everybody would do it. Honestly, the town is coming in. I was going to watch it the other day because I haven't watched it for a while. And this part kept coming in because I just watched Jem, a.k.a. That actor in another movie. Oh, what did I watch him in? 28 Weeks Later. And it made me think, I'm like, oh, fucking Jem. Is it Jim or Jem? Honestly, I have these movies that I quote all day long. I almost know them word for word because I've seen them so many times. I've watched them so many times. They're my favorites. And I was like, fuck, that's Jem. And so I started thinking about the town, and then I was going on my fucking Amazon Prime, and the fucking town was right there, and I was like, nah, I don't want to watch it yet. I've seen it so many times that like I have to put the record down, you know, because I get sick of it. But I don't want to ever get sick of it, you know what I mean? So like I had to put it away and like lock myself away from it, and then allow it to come out of the safe again when I'm ready to play it. And I swear yesterday I heard Jem say that. No, that's Affleck again. This is going to be a motherfucker. You know that, right? In order to pull something off is going to be a motherfucker to do. But it doesn't mean that you can't do it. I mean, in the movie, very unsuccessful. They do not end up... Actually, I almost don't like the way that movie ends, because I feel like they should have made it. I feel like they should have been able to pull off that heist and just kill the florist and get over it. Okay? But clearly, whatever. That's not what we're talking about right now. Okay, what we're talking about is that this is going, like, because what it is in the movie is they're trying to pull off the heist on Fenmore. Is it Fenmore? What's that? I don't know, this famous fucking stadium in Boston. Fenway Park. Thank you. Okay. They're trying to pull off the heist in one of the most dangerous situations possible. Okay, like you can't just pull that shit off, but some people can. Unfortunately, in the movie they didn't. That's why I wish they did. They didn't. Okay, but what they're saying is that you can pull this off. Not everybody can do it, but it doesn't mean that you can't. Okay, it doesn't mean that you can't. Six of Swords. Moving on up. Damn right. You're going to be on fire soon, like metaphorically speaking. Like whatever it is that you're transforming into, people are going to get magnetized to you. Page of Cups. They're not even going to know why. People are just going to come at you with like, you know, wanting to marry you and shit. King of Wands. Like, and the ones that are action-packed will be bold to make their moves. You might have a lot of interest coming your way if you take this independent play here, okay, and stand up and do something. Something that you're not, I don't know, this isn't something that you would normally do, but it's in the stars for you to do. Like somebody wants you to do this. It's like you cheering yourself on, you know, like it's time to do this. It's time to finally possibly show the world what you're made of. There's the High Priestess. I wasn't quite sure what was going to come out, but there's the High Priestess. You know, she's the one that uses her senses to see and use her ability to, hey, Two-Town, all right, to see in between worlds, okay, to get information stuck, okay, rise to the highest, make, you know, she is the one, like, it's no bullshit, okay? She's a lot like a Queen of Swords, but she doesn't have to use logic. She can use what she's picking up around her to give her just as much information as she needs, as if somebody is telling her, okay? So whatever this move is, somebody's not going to directly tell you what to do. It's something that you're going to physically know what to do. It's something that's inside of you. It's something that only your highest priestess would tell you, you know, something, it's very valuable information. It's not, right, whatever it is that you are valuable, okay? And maybe you tell the future, maybe, you know, maybe people know that, maybe they can gain something off of you, maybe you're valuable in a sense that somebody can use you like money, you know, but even though you're not made of money, like, right, something like that, like you can, like somebody can use you, and that's why you have this sense and you have a lot of personality, okay? So you can make, it's almost like you can pull a fast one on people. They can make you can make people think that they're your best friend and you fucking hate them, okay? That's a good attitude to have, because your enemy shouldn't know that you know that they're your enemy. They should think that you think that they're your friend, okay? Because that's how you get above the crowd, right? Because there are people on your side, but there are people against you. If there's, you know, there isn't one without the other. Okay. So use your high priestess to determine where it is in the end of your life and where you have to move on, where it's time to finally evolve and move on. Fucking rip the band-aid off. Do whatever it is that you need to do. Finally go in your cocoon and fucking change and never go back to that person that you were again. Because if you think about it, a butterfly, it can't go back to being a caterpillar. Once it's there, that's it. There's no turning back. Okay, that's how sometimes we need to look at life. Once we make a decision, we can't keep falling back on that decision. Once we change, we change. Don't let that other person come back. There's no fucking reason. You evolved away from it, you know, then you're not that person. But the fact that we're in skin and we can fall back to our old ways because we still look the same, just because we still look the same doesn't mean we are the same, which is why our hair will change. Okay, it's why our face will change, right? Time will show you where you are on its shit list. And if you are super naive, okay, oh, it's almost like, man, if you're a super naive, old, person, you might look old as fuck. Okay. And if you're a person full of wisdom, you probably look young as fuck. Okay. Because age shows on our skin when we're ignorant to learn any lesson, because you're not learning anything apparently, right? We need to be learning things. If you're not learning things, then you're not, a part of mission. Right? Which anybody that's watching this learns something every day. You're part of mission. You do something every day. You're part of mission. Right? Even if it's just a smile, okay, towards somebody's direction. You have no idea what a smile can do to somebody. Honestly, no idea what a smile can do. Like, it can change somebody from wanting to kill themselves to going, maybe there is nice in this world. Maybe there is somebody that gives a fuck. Right? Because it's far and few. But the lights that are here need to be lights, because we need to be seen, because so many people are so dark. They can't see the light if they fucking tried. Okay, but they keep the lights around them because they are so dark. Okay, so whatever it is that you're ready to progress into, evolve into, do it. If you ain't got nothing to lose, right? If it's just a simple personality trait and all you have to do is lose the older you that's attached to a life that you're no longer serves you, then fucking hasta la vista. All right. Page of Wands. That's pretty active energy after this whole thing. Like, it seems like action has to be something that is your motto, like, although you can't make moves and move every single day all day, but you do need to be doing things that progress you in the right direction to know that you are moving into the future and not just staying where you are because you're comfortable. Right? Comfort is kind of like ignorance to yourself, right? Like, can't be too comfortable in a situation, because once you get too comfortable, then you can kind of start to feel like maybe you're entitled to it, or maybe it's not going to go anywhere, or, maybe your fucking shit doesn't stink anymore, when it's like, last time I heard, it still does. Okay, last I heard. Okay. We're going to do one more. Well, I don't know how many we're going to do. We're going to do the next one. Let's see. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Whoa. Okay. I feel like somebody is about to get the right information. Again, with this misinformation. Okay, there's a lot of people out there that think they know what they're talking about, and they don't. Okay, they think they know things about you, they don't. Okay, they think that they hear the right information about you, they haven't. Okay, so there has been some misinformation put out there about you. Okay, and I feel like somebody has gotten some type of reading on you, okay, to find the truth. Okay, maybe this person has a trusted psychic. Okay, maybe they are a trusted psychic. They know, okay, what spirit is saying to them, but they have cleared up or about to clear up some misinformation about you. I feel like this person is on your team. There's the sun and evil distractions. Okay, so I do. I feel like there has been some misinformation. Okay, there's Mothman prophecies. Okay. Why is Indrid here? Incoming plane. Okay, there's an incoming prophecy here. Okay, so either you got this prophecy already in your visions, you might have just heard it flat out. Okay. I feel like there has been some evilness around collective. And nobody seems to care to clear it up. Okay? So whoever this person is cleaned it up. They cleaned your name up. And I don't know why. Let's see why. Cemetery gates. You ended something with them. They're no longer, maybe they're on the other side of the gates. You kick them out. They're not a part of your group anymore. So they're like, okay, so obviously this person betrayed you or was part of the group that betrayed you. You put them on the other side of the fence because you were like, well, you're not fucking in here anymore. Okay. And then they were like, that hurt them, that you kicked them away because they thought that the group was telling the truth. And they thought they were almost giving you the benefit of the doubt. You know, like, okay, they've said all this shit about them, but I still like them, so I don't give a fuck what you say. Okay, but it doesn't mean that they still didn't believe it or try to make it better. They just went along with it. And that's why you were like, fine, fuck you. Like, what, you think this is a game? You think this is a joke? People just walk around talking shit and you're just right in the middle of it and I'm just supposed to, you know, allow you to come into my house and come and fuck me? No. Check yourself at the door. Okay, so lightning crashes. Okay, so there's some serious information coming in about you. And the thing is, somebody, like whoever this person is about talking shit about you. Okay, but I think they're changing their mind on that. There's the mist with the girl and the ghost beside her. So whoever this person is now, they're schizophrenic, okay? Which means they're telepathic. They have an open channel. They have a ghost beside them that's giving them information, okay? And the ghost beside them is actually getting it right. Okay, maybe that's why Cemetery Gates is here. This person could have possibly at one point died and came back to life. When they died, they got this soul with them. They picked up a buddy on the other side. This buddy has been with them since they died and came back to life. This person, this ghost, because it is a person, it is a soul, tells them information. It's almost like they have their own personal tarot card right beside them, telling them everything. But maybe they don't believe it. Maybe they don't think that they're schizophrenic. Maybe they think that it's their voice that they're hearing. Maybe they fucking don't know what it is at all. Okay? But because in the mist, they can't see. They don't know, because they can't see this thing that talks to them. They don't know that it's for sure there. Okay. And like, luckily for them, you know, this ghost doesn't scare the shit out of this person, but there's a ghost around them. And this ghost, let me tell you, is clearing up the information. Like, I just heard a round of applause in my head. They are clearing. Look at this stage. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be staged then. And it is. So the stage is set for this ghost, okay? Because this ghost can go in between realms, which means whatever misinformation that they got about you, this ghost came and hung out with you and figured it all out and then went back and told them, like, this person's fine. I don't know what you think is going on, but they're not evil. You know, whatever people say about them is just their own personal opinion. People are going to have the most fucked up opinions about you, okay? It's not something that you can change. It's not even something that you should give a fuck about. Why do you care? When you don't like people, do you go up and tell them, oh, by the way, I don't like you? Or do you just go, meh, kind of don't like that person and stay away from them, right? That's a mature person would notice that they don't like somebody and choose not to be around it. That's like, you know, not liking pizza and just choosing to stay away from it. Why is it that you hate pizza, but you're still going to eat it every day? Doesn't make fucking sense, right? So whatever this person is clearing up now, maybe I think they don't know that their friends are evil. What's this? The ticket. This one was sticking. It was sticking up. So you got first class tickets here. Okay. And this person, okay, is going to reach out to you. Maybe they're going to reach out and tell you this information that's going around about you. I mean, that would be a friend. That would be that somebody who cared about you would tell you the things that people are saying about you. They would. Because they wouldn't, you know, they would be on your side, because telling somebody information about what people are saying is not going against the people who said it. To tell somebody the truth about what is going on takes more fucking balls than anything. And only cowards hold that shit back and talk crap. Okay? Only pussies, cowards fucking run that shit. Maybe this person was a pussy, and maybe now they're not anymore. Maybe they decided to grow their balls and notice that they have an outie and not an innie. Okay? Maybe they got their shit. Don't say that. I'm not saying that. There's Lawless. You know these motherfuckers in this movie, they do whatever they want. Do they give a shit about anything else? No. You know why they don't give a shit about anybody else? Because nobody gives a shit about them. Even when their whole fucking town goes against them, okay, and is like, just follow, just do what the cops say, stop doing this, and pay your dues, and blah, blah, blah. They're like, no. You're going to fucking force me to go and pay somebody off on something that I naturally should be doing because it's bootlegging anyways. This is all fucking illegal. Like, I'm going to go pay cops off. Fuck you. You go pay them off. You be the bitch that bends over, because I'm not going to be. Okay, so whatever this is like, okay, so here it is. Maybe this person, whoever this is that's listening to this misinformation about you, they figure out, okay, what these people are saying is not right. It's not correct. They do want to be on your side. They do want to be your friend. They are on the same team as you, even though you locked them out, and they go and they prove it. I mean, that would be a friend. I was thinking to myself, I was like, recently anyways, I was with my sister, and I go, you remember back in the day when you were friends with somebody, you know, basically like grade school and shit, and somebody said something, you know, about your friend, and you went and told your friend, like, at recess, you know, like right in front of those people, like, they said this about you, okay? And then you get into that, like, grade school fight, okay? Like, of yelling at each other or passing very passive-aggressive notes, okay? During class. I hate you. I'm mad at you. Yeah, whatever. Okay? This is like that. Okay? This is like grade school fighting. Okay? I remember doing it, but I don't do it anymore. Okay? These people, what they have to understand is that they're not in grade 5. This is not recess. Okay? If they're trying to get in your good books, and they know that the only way that they can do that is to tell the truth about what's been said to you, okay? The way that they have to see these people, because, I mean, honestly, like, what are you going to go, like, where are you going to go? Make some fucking phone calls about what people have said about you? No. But it would be nice to know what's been said about you, okay? So when this person comes and tells you whatever this information is, I think what they're going to lead with is, by the way, I heard this shit about you, and I made it clear that that was not you. And, you know, I mean, I don't know if this person's going to suddenly switch sides, because I don't know if they really knew that people were against you. So much so, you know, like, because people started kind of getting paid off by somebody. Okay. And so they really wanted to make this crew against you, even though they weren't technically against you. They were still paying the bad guys. Okay. And paying the bad guys meant that you were on the shit end of the stick. This person wants to make it right, because now maybe you just sniffed it out, okay, that they're not a really good person, or they're talking shit. You cemetery gates them. You lock the door behind you. You know what they have to do to try to prove to get back into your good graces? Okay? And fucking let them. If they want to be in your life, if somebody wants to be in your life, they will go above and beyond to be there. If they don't really want to be there, they won't be. Okay? They say that they're going to be, but they really won't. Some people also want to reach out and see if you'll reach back, because if you won't, then they're not going to try. Okay? And then there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, you don't want to push it onto somebody like, oh, I'm sorry, am I being pushy because I'm like trying to talk to you? Okay? So whatever this is, there's something that went around, and this person really wants tickets to your show. You know what I mean? And if they want tickets to your show, then they got to make it right. And if that means that they have to say anything outside of your window with a fucking jukebox yelling that they are sorry and having a fucking, you know, really good song playing, don't let them back in your energy. Fuck that. They will make it known. Men will make it known. Women will make it known. If they truly want to be a part of your life, they do not make you suffer. They will be there because they'll want to be there. Okay, so whoever this person is, there's prophecy. I fucking told it so. Okay, I got the prophecy off of literally Mothman prophecies, but there is a prophecy here. So that means that there's money. Horrible choice in reverse. This might cost somebody money. You know, like it doesn't lawless. Like it costs all those people money, but I mean, if you do it right, it's not going to really cost you much. So whatever this, I mean, everything has a fucking price tag on it. Maybe this is a price tag. Because there's tickets here. If you want tickets, you got to pay for these tickets. Okay, like this person. You want to go talk your trash and then get into somebody's good graces again. Well, you got to pay this ticket. And this fee, not necessarily money that you have to pay. But you're going to eat shit. And that's what happens when you fuck with collective. Sometimes you have to eat shit. Well, I mean, the karmics won't, but the people that are meant to be in your life will. I fucking eat shit every day with my landlord. Fuck, you know, honestly, like, eating shit, people are like, oh, I eat shit, fucking my pride, my ego, I got boys around me, you know, I gotta act like a man. Act like a man. Bitch, you're acting like a woman right now, crying like a little bitch. All right? Crying like a bitch. Oh my God, what song is that? That is, is that Ernie? Godsmack. God's gonna smack you in the face right now. I swear. God wants to smack your ass in the face. Yeah, he does. You know, sometimes when you know those people who are just like, fucking whack you in the face right now, fucking knock some sense into your ass. That's what it is, to knock some sense into somebody. It's not to hurt you. It's more like metaphysical. You get punched in the face in your dreams tonight. It could be why. Spirit is like, wake the fuck up, make better decisions. Okay? What's going on, Two-Tone? Oh, yeah, your sister. You've talked about her before. She's a biatch, isn't she? That really hurts my heart when people don't get along with their siblings. It really hurts my heart. Like, if I didn't have my sister, I wouldn't have anybody. Like, I mean, it's so sad because, like, your siblings are just supposed to be there, you know? When everybody else isn't there, then your siblings are supposed to be like, yeah, well, at least I'm here, you know? But, like, to be an only child, well, I mean, not to be, you're not an only child, obviously, but to have fucking beef because your sister is a fucking crack whore bitch. Oh, this just sucks. Oh, there was this, yes, it's an Unsolved Mysteries, I think. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe you're the wrong person. Oh, you shouldn't talk bad about her? Oh, sorry. Okay, you know I get some people mixed up. My bad, my bad. Somebody's sister is an asshole. Maybe it's Renee? Sorry. Anyway, it just breaks my heart. You know, some people are really bad. Oh, you talk shit. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, so you did. Okay, okay. I'm like, my God. Sorry. Okay, so you did. Okay. So I'm just reliving. Okay, I'm just saying what you said before. Sorry. Oh, my God. Don't do that to me, Two-Tone. Jesus Christ, I almost had a heart attack thinking I was talking mad shit about your ghost sister that was a saint. Like, I'm usually not that far off. Woo! Praise the Lord. Okay. I'm going to do one more message. Well, she's haunting you. Maybe, I don't know, maybe she's your guardian. All right. Next message. All right. Didn't I bring up The Exorcist? Because fucking demons kicked the shit out of her. Look, she's right there. There's old Reagan. Oh, help me, God. Hey, maybe this is your sister. Oh. Two-Tone. I'm just saying, we're talking about the dead. The dead just arrived. Oh, God. I don't want it to haunt me. Ah! Get away. Just give me your message and go away in peace and in harmony. Go find your sister. I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay. And we do have Nosferatu. Okay. We have The Exorcist. And we have The Fly. I almost watched The Fly last night, actually. And I didn't. I wasn't going to get internet reception last night, so I didn't put that on. But I watched good old Bagul instead and fell asleep to Sinister. Because, yes, I fall asleep to horror movies, apparently. Okay, so this is an old haunting. Okay? There's actually somebody who haunted me recently, an ex of mine. And I figured out he is an old-ass demon, okay? He is such a demon. He is haunted by an old man, so much so that this old man has turned him into a pedophile, okay? Because these old-ass demonic energies, they want to fucking kill you. They want you in jail. They want you with nobody. They want you getting fucking raped. They want your shit pushed in. They fucking want you to suffer, okay? So, we're getting that somebody around you is demonically possessed, like pretty bad, okay? They decided that this was a good opportunity, that they were going to match themselves with some old-ass fucking, vampire and think it's cool, like this guy, like he thinks it's cool. Like he thinks Satan, worshiping Satan and fucking killing things and putting spells on people is cool. Like he thinks he just has the right to do it because he's being haunted and played by an old ass demon. His soul is going to have to pay for everything that he does here on earth. He doesn't understand that. He does it all out of wrath. I'm mad at you. I'm pissed off at you. You won't talk to me, so I'm going to put a spell on you. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? People don't need to talk to you, okay? There is no right that says that somebody has to speak to you, that somebody has to talk to you or chase you around, okay? Honestly, like, people are very immature if they want you to chase them around. That's an immature energy that wants to be chased. Who the fuck wants to be chased? Okay? That's terrifying. Okay, talk about a horror movie. Do you want to be chased while we're talking about horror movies? Yeah, no. There's Freddy. Oh, fuck. This person, okay. Whoever you're dealing with right now is having massive dreams about you, or you could be having dreams about them. Okay. And the thing is with these dreams, they could be trying to kill you. Okay, there's the conspiracy theories with Jason, which Jason is possessed by his mother, and this person is possessed. I'm telling you, and with this guy in my community, he is possessed by his name. His name is a big name in this community. They're very old, kind of generational. It'd be like, Colonel Sanders before he went tits up kind of thing. Okay. It's like secret society shit. Okay. I don't know what this last name did in this town, but there are a bunch of witches, warlocks, fucking magical people. Okay. And the thing is that this person believes that because his family line has power, you should do evil with it. No. It's absolutely ass backwards, okay? His evilness comes from the fact that he won't cleanse his soul from this entity, okay? This entity beats him up, turns him into an alcoholic, okay? Again, has him fucking 18-year-olds, okay? That is a demonic presence. Anybody in their 40s, 50s, 60s should not be attracted to children. If you are, there is something wrong with you, okay? Either you're chemically imbalanced or you're possessed, because adults should never find children attractive. Adults are supposed to be parents. Therefore, they should always see every child as very vulnerable, very sacred, like be protective of children, not want to rape them. Okay. Things that want to rape. Okay. What he wants to do, he has done so much negative to me that I have to do constant Reiki sessions every day to keep his energy away from me. He is so, he's probably watching right now. He is part of my stalker crew, Danny. I got my stalkers. He's one of them, but he is so negative. He wants my channel to burn. He would probably want my apartment to catch on fire right now. Okay. He wants nothing but harm to me. And I don't know why, because honestly, I loved him so much that he turned my love into his wrath somehow. Okay. He had his chance to be with me up until last week. I was ready to wipe his demonic presence, all his spell work, everything. I was willing to wipe it all because I know what that is. I know what that feels like. I know what it's like to be possessed. I know that sometimes something gets a hold of you. You start doing shit that you don't have any control of. So I know if I can erase it and delete it and get it away from my life and help somebody delete it from their life, do you don't think I wouldn't choose to do what's best for somebody? Of course I would. I wouldn't throw him out to the gutter, but what he does to me is so disgusting. It's so sick. The hurt, the pain that he wants me to go through, it doesn't make any sense, which means he's obviously fucked in the head, okay? Because if you want that bad on me, then nobody should ever want, and I'm just saying this about me because I channel and I know my energy, nobody should ever want to hurt me because I've never hurt a single person in my life. I have never gone above and beyond to do anything to hurt anybody. I've never put spells on people. I've never fucking caused shit with people. I've never run my mouth about people. I don't do that shit. Okay. The only reason why these stories come up while we're talking about it online is because I want people to know what possession is and that it can affect people directly beside you and that it can affect people that are fucking you, that are in your energy, okay, that are trying to make it seem like you owe them an apology, that you did something to them, that you fucked with them, that you owe them. He told me recently that I owed him an apology after he done me dirty for 11 years. 11 years. This person has fucking attacked my life. Well, no, I'm just saying, I haven't really figured out exactly what he was doing up until probably about 48 hours ago. That's why I'm saying he has put so many different spells on me that it's been really hard to figure out if he was good or bad. Because I didn't know, I get fucked with too. Psychics get fucked with too. You know what I mean? Especially when it's somebody in our energy and somebody wants us to be biased to it. Somebody wanted me to be biased to everything that he did because I know what possession is like. So I was biased to him. How am I supposed to know? I'm only, I pick up the energy like you guys do. I'm trying to see the best in everybody. That's what I do. And as a medium, you can never say to me, you should see your self-value first. I do. My self-value, if I couldn't do this reading right now, I wouldn't be here. My self-value is the only thing that I go by. I also open up the door to people that need my help. That's my job. And yeah, some assholes get in there. Some people who don't appreciate get in there, but that's the whole part of life. That's why I have my protection, my defense mechanisms, my Reiki, the shit that I do to protect myself. Okay. If they get into my phone and shit like that, then we're getting a little bit past, 5D shit. Now we got to start, doing safety precautions. Okay. I'm just saying, this is just the channel. Don't try not to put me into it. Okay. I'm just the analogy. What I say is just either it's part of the reading. It's not, don't put any energy on me. This is not about me. Okay. This is about, if this is resonating with you, then you're in this energy too. That's why I'm like, so many people, they sometimes they listen to what I say and then they kind of like, think that I'm, using it against them or like downing myself or something. And I'm like, it's just the analogy. That's all it is. You wouldn't even hear any of this if it wasn't in the cards. I don't talk about myself. I'm not, you fucking feel bad for me and, like pity me. No, this isn't a pity party and I don't need one. Okay. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm just saying that sometimes people can be so misled. They can be misled just by simply their name, where they come from. Okay, their bloodline. Think there's something special. Think there's something that can hurt people, attack people. When his name carries great honor in this town. So what he's doing with it, he's shitting all over his family name. Because behind that Nosferatu demon is actually a very nice spirited man. Okay, and it hurts because that is in all of us. Like when I used to get drunk, okay, back in the day, a demon would come out of me and I was enraged. Okay. So I, just like him, can be put on that spectrum if you want to call an asshole when they're drunk, because I was that too. So I'm not one of those people that will automatically just say that I know what I'm talking about. Like I have been everywhere. I'm not biased to anything. Like I know that people are fucked up. So put the fucking paper down and fucking figure some shit out. I'm not going to automatically say that I know exactly what's happening with somebody. Are you fucking kidding me? Nobody can say that. Okay. It's energy. And the thing is that we're only told things that spirit allows us to hear. If spirit didn't want me to talk about this, then I wouldn't hear the message. Right. And if they didn't really want me to talk about it, it wouldn't come up either. Okay. Because what I'm dealing with is the open door to what collective is dealing with. Okay, we're all on the same spectrum. We're just dealing with shit differently. Okay, so whoever this is, they are believing lies that are going on in their head. Okay, and they're listening to things and they're doing things and they're hurting people, okay, including you, because they think that these they're hearing are their friends, right? Just like Reagan, she thinks Captain Howdy is her friend. She thinks that somebody coming in to communicate and play with her, a funny game. No, it's a fucking demon. Okay. So whoever this person is, they can come into your life trying to play games with you, trying to act like they're going to be your best friend. Guess what? Demonic attachment all over them. Okay. So whoever this is, somebody is around you, and whoever this person is, I have a feeling you already know who it is, as I do. Okay. Although there could be more. Okay, I feel like you know who this is, and the only thing that you can do, like I said, one of the things that I do in order to control this person around me and their energy is Reiki sessions. There's a lot of Reiki sessions that you can do to keep negative energy away from you as much as possible. Okay, and a lot of it is third eye energy and third eye activation and working with your third eye and working with your body and working with the energy around you to protect you, because that protection is something that people want to breach. Ghosts want to breach, demonic presence want to breach. They want to get into you. They want to know you. They want to, ride those weakest links. Okay, get attached to you. Okay, and you're the one that has to let them in. That's the thing. Okay, these presences aren't just allowed into your vessel. You have to allow them in, which is why a vampire says, I'm not allowed to come in unless you invite me. What do you think that comes from? Like, energy's attaching to you. Okay, it's the same laws. They can't get in unless you allow them to. Okay, so somebody has to basically, there's the devil, if this makes sense to you, Keep your waters clear. Okay. Try not to have sex with anybody that you don't know. Okay. That you don't know sexual history of, or that you're not aware of. Don't just basically stay away from hookers and fucking dimes and fucking lizard lots. Okay. Or lot lizards. Okay. Celebration. And then we got the devil, children of the night, and the curse with the Bates Motel. And there is the witch card underneath. Okay. So whatever this is, it has a time span. Okay. As does Nosferatu. And so does Captain Howdy. They only have so much time. Okay. And if you don't let them in, they have to go. Okay, so put it this way. If it's like, the Beetlejuice thing, don't say their name 3 times. Keep it to yourself. Don't allow this energy into your room, into your home, into your mind. Close the doors of your mind, even if that's something that you have to do with your third eye. Imagine all these doors closing, okay? Sometimes if I feel like I've got a lot of like ringing in my ears or something like that, I'll fake kind of pull out all the plugs of phones, as if I'm unplugging, a phone from the like a ground phone, not a cell phone, right? So then the ringing can stop, right? People stop calling me because people are going to call you, right? They're going to call you all night. They want to talk to you all night, okay? And that's part of the devil, get in when you're at your weakest, right? Get in when you're tired, get in when you're vulnerable, get in at night, okay? And these are childish energies, okay? Whether they're 15,000 years old, they're childish as fuck, and they only have such amount of time, okay, that they can possess you and actually, what is it, like possession, oppression, and something like that. It goes in where it's like they start talking to you, and then, or they make contact with you, then they start talking to you, and then they oppression, they take you over, the possession, okay? And it's not hard. It takes time, but it's not difficult, okay? So just be very careful. Spirit is saying, with people around you having demonic attachments, okay? And under the witch card, look at this. We have the friendship card. So, and then with the alien card, this is in somebody around you. Okay, this could be in a very tight friend that's demonically possessed around you, and every time you get around them and you start talking to them, they give you the worst advice in the world. Okay, they don't listen to you. They you start doing bad things with them. You start going down the wrong road with them. Demonically attached. They want other people with them. Okay, anybody that's up all night trailing around trying to get people to hang out with them usually is a little demonically possessed. Okay, because again, why are you up all night? Okay, why are you trolling around to try to find people to talk to? Okay, that's another thing where it's like, that's a part of the possession, right? Trying to bring people in. So just be careful of where you're stretching your energy out at what time, especially attached with your phone. Okay, because again, like a lot of possession can be like quick ins and outs. Okay, they can't come through your phone, stuff like that. And then, or come through your dreams, okay? And then you have a shower the next day and it's gone, okay? Or you stub your toe, you cry, demonic presence gone, okay? These things aren't as attachable and as destructive as what Reagan experiences, okay? But it doesn't mean that they can't make you self-destruct and you do things to yourself, right? It's not so much as what they do to you, it's what they can get you to do to yourself. Okay, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, so be careful. And I'm going to peace out. 114:38. Literally because I'm just like, my mouth is tired. I'm like physically tired of talking. My jaw hurts. So I'm going to kick it. And I have the whole house to myself. For quite a while. So I might and probably will go live in a little while. I'm going to have a little bit of a nap, a little bit of a downtime for myself, and then I most likely will be back. Okay, so peace out, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for liking. And see you on this side or the other. All right, peace out. Word to your mothers.